Scott got the guitar and sang to you?
Yep.
Wow.
He held me in his arms and he
Scott Gilbeck?
Yeah. He did it
How
to
did he
me
play
when it
guitar
wasn't
then?
my birthday. He said, it's Hudson's birthday. So they came over and they sang and they played the guitar and then they put stuff on my face.
It's just powdered sugar.
No, it's
Whipped
it's
cream or something?
Yeah, it's like a...
Cool Whip.
Anyway, I wanted to do that for Dad so we could get that on here, but everybody else said, don't do that.
Hey, what are you doing with those? You're not supposed to have those.
Oh, you got me.
Those are for our open house, you goober.
Look at that.
Our open house for you. Okay, he's going to put them back, I guess, right now. So I'm here all by myself. He'll be back in just a moment.
Don't worry, I didn't eat one.
This is for just a little sneak preview of what we had for our open house. He's back for our year anniversary of the original Father-Son voiceover podcast. Glad you're joining us. We'll get to the episode in just a moment, but we always like to kind of warm up just a little bit, get you ready for what's going to happen.
Get you primed.
And so today, on
Optimus
today's episode,
Prime.
which is the 54th episode, we have Wisconsinites Weekly.
Sure do.
We've got Mazomanie Site-Wise.
Always.
We've got Adventures with Roy from Elroy. Some fun things with him.
Getting to be big.
Then we're also going to, this week, do a little sneak peek into... who
The
was
sights and
here,
sounds,
Sights and
yeah.
Sounds. That's what you're calling it. Sights and Sounds
what I'm calling it.
of our original Father-Son voiceover podcast 1 year anniversary open house that we had this last week. And so...
Then we've got the Wonder Wheel.
Yep.
No interview. And then we've got a little tidbit about Todd's birthday.
I think you're going to interview me.
Kind
and
of.
I'm going to
not
interview
really.
you guys
Just going to talk about it.
our trip to a new restaurant not far from our house that I think you'd like to hear about. And we'll tell you what we thought about it, too. So what else is there? I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else other than...
Giving the people what they want.
Yep.
So let's do it.
Hey, this is Bill DeWeese, pro voiceover talent and voiceover career coach. And this is the original Father-Son voiceover podcast.
Not Professor Frankel, but
Episode 54 of the original Father-Son voiceover podcast. And again, we're all here, and so are you. We're glad you've joined us. Episode 54. I know I said that before, but I'm going somewhere with that. 54.
Practice makes permanent.
Yep. Joe's here over at Information Central, keeping us up to date and informed. He has the internet, right, at his fingertips.
We're no longer
and
cavemen.
he could, go on the internet and get information from the World Wide Web. Hudson is making sure that everything is running smoothly and is here to keep us all on time and up to date as far as what we're supposed to be doing. Drew's here to my right, and John's over there, kind of being the producer of the program. He's got the headphones on. So, this last Friday, we had our open house. So thank you for all the people, all the well wishes, all of the I thank you and I bless you that we got. Thanks for coming and eating our food. Thanks for playing some games.
Thanks for bringing some food.
Thanks for
some
bringing
people.
food. And what else? What else do we need to thank?
Just playing our games. Thanks
just
for
had a
playing
blast.
our games.
Oh, and also thank you for
Answering.
answering some questions.
thank you for starting the clock.
Oh,
Thank you for
where am I?
thanking them.
Where's my
you
clock?
might be sitting on
Boy, I
it.
don't know.
I threw it over there.
You're sitting on it, maybe.
We are without time right now.
Go ahead. You guys vamp while I
Vamp.
look for it.
Okay.
Don't mind
Well,
us.
Punctuality.
I think we should
Henry.
talk about how
Without it,
Dad's done
Time stands still.
with the
Nice day today.
Beautiful day.
About 80, right?
DB's
It's-
wearing short and t-shirt.
I would say it was insanely beautiful today.
Nice.
Travel.
I threw it over there.
Our remote has gone.
Where did you take it?
What do you think you
Take
thought you
it.
heard?
You know,
I'm giving it to you, Gandalf.
and
Take
there's
it.
No,
Take it, Gandalf. Take it.
No, Frodo.
You must take it.
You cannot offer me this ring.
I'm giving it to you.
Don't tempt me, Frodo.
you can't. Nowadays, you can't go over and start it manually.
I'll
We've
turn
been
the old
doing this.
timer on.
We've been doing this for a year and 2 weeks.
Found it.
Fault.
Hold on.
So if you could start it, you could start 57 minutes here
Perfect.
in about 20 seconds. Anyway,
Now we are
number 54
official.
official. Oh boy.
So we're going to have more. We're going to have coming up in just a little bit. We're going to have some videos of all of the exciting things that took place at our open house, our 1-year anniversary. It was such a beautiful day, and we were able to be outside. And Hudson was around, and he was taking pictures and he was taking videos, and we're going to show those in just a few minutes after we do Mazomanie Sitewise, Wisconsinites Weekly, and Adventures of Roy from Elroy.
We had a big adventure today.
Oh
Big
yeah,
adventure.
yeah. And then we're going to
Huge.
after we do some collages, some pictorial collages of our
Site-specific art. That's what it is.
what is it called?
Site-specific art.
Yeah,
Site-specific?
We're going to have the Wonder Wheel. We're gonna have the Wonder
But I think
Wheel.
we should also, we didn't talk about this. I think we should talk about our trip to Sauk for Dad's birthday. I think we should just talk a little bit about that. Just chop it up.
Right now?
No, just maybe in the last segment or whatever. We can
during
do.
Wonder Wheel.
Just teasing it.
We went to a new restaurant
we
in
sure
Sauk.
did.
We won't. That's all we'll
Let's
do.
not do that. Yeah.
later. And we had just an
That
enjoyable
way,
time.
that way all of our viewers will leave right away if we tell them what it's about.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
We don't want that.
No.
It already
All right.
happens.
So here is Wisconsinites Weekly. Baseball team, 3-2.
Oh,
Growing pains right now. There's just some growing pains.
It's a young
they
team.
started 3-0.
In order to get their third win, though, they beat the feathers off of the Barneville Eagles. I think it was 8-1.
Oh yeah.
Just a trouncing.
Oh,
That's not.
Which
in
that's-
America,
that's
that's
I was
illegal.
going to say it's a federal
It's
crime.
illegal.
Yep.
Somebody better check
Wisconsin
them.
Knights Vanguard's committed a federal crime.
Beating up the Eagles.
Might even be a felony.
Makes
Class A,
Huh?
Class B.
Well, they're Division 3, so
Is it on par with
Division
bear
4.
wrestling? We
That's
will
an
never know.
old-
It's an
So-
old reference. That's for
then
you.
this Wisconsinites Weekly will be covering the 19th, so today, and
nice.
to the 26th.
Wednesday the 19th through the 26th.
Correct.
Good
the other,
job,
the
Joe.
other. Oh,
So-
the other Wednesday.
What's that schedule look like, Joe?
Let me divulge it to you here. So Saturday, the 22nd. This is we're talking about baseball now.
22nd, yep.
The 22nd
We were
at
before too. As
at
well.
1 p.m. at the old Duck Pond,
Oh.
or Warner Park, as it were. They will be playing Mineral Point, the
Oh,
Pointers.
the Pointers.
You know, pointers, yeah.
We were supposed to do that my senior year and it got rained out.
Oh,
We were supposed to play Dodgeville and some of their guys said that the reason we didn't play the game was because we were afraid to play them. That's not it.
Question? Can I just?
Yeah,
Too much
Can I
rain.
have permission? To just I'm not interrupting.
Everybody
I'm
else is
adding.
interrupting. Go ahead.
I'm adding to Wisconsinites Weekly. The last time I thought about the duck pond,
That's
All-Star
true.
game.
All star. Yeah.
when you were an all-star there.
You
The
know,
thunderous
and the
crack,
crack
of the bat.
honestly, when
And the
you've
glove.
had as many great athletic moments as I have, I've forgotten about it already. I'm on to
Close
the
your
next
eyes.
one.
Close your eyes. That's an MLB sounding crack of the bat.
Yeah. So anyway, they're going to be at the same place. Do you have a? Is there a?
There's a
like
plaque.
like a plaque of you there? Do you know?
They gave
has
him some sand to
Steve
take
Schmidt
home.
put that up yet?
A plaque of the crack. That's what they call it.
Hopefully not. They got a sound
Yeah, I don't
bite that
think
they
so.
play in there though.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Not yet.
Motivation in the locker room. They just hear the crack of Drew's bat. Just
Well, because
Never
you were
ending.
right, you were here, and then
I
you
went
went
from
here.
did
here
you
to
stay
there.
from here to
Yeah,
here
you
though?
were here, and then you went here.
Did you fight
what
to
I
keep
did.
your hands up? Is that what you did?
Did you get the top half? You got the middle of the ball actually.
Yeah, I did.
That wasn't the top half.
That's true.
What
Did you think fast, react, curve?
Was
What episode was that? You remember? People. You might want to watch that. Because it's baseball season now.
Stay
and
back
people-
so you can stay on. That's
People
what I
are
say.
interested in that.
It's not
I just always did this.
how hard
How
you
hard
swing.
hit.
Can't Damon
the ball.
somehow put
It's
like
how
a
hard
hard
you
you
see it.
a video up there?
Marcus.
If you found it, if you're able to find it.
Of
A link?
Of the
don't
one we're
know.
referring to.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
you could
Yeah,
probably
do that.
try that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I might be stretching Damon, so
I
don't
would lobby for us to have that highlight every single.
Would you
podcast.
highlight? Would you riot and picket, peaceful protest, for it to be put on this podcast?
I mean, probably not. I guess I just would lobby for it.
Okay.
That's why I said it.
This is when it's coming up. Is this too loud? Is when it hits
No.
the barrel? Is it going to blow out the speakers?
It
here?
might.
Yeah, that was fun.
There's Deuce from Black Earth,
Yeah.
Ribby?
That's where he's yelling, "Respect me."
and that's the first time Eric Dewar has cheered for a Mazo guy
Yeah.
in his whole
It was
life.
very hard for him, I'm sure.
He looked like he was
enjoying it.
genuinely happy.
Yeah.
Back to you, Joe.
And then we're still on baseball here. Mm-hmm. They play April 27th. Then that would be that. I know this was the 26th, but I'm just
Thursday, the
getting us
27th.
around there
It's a
because
10-day forecast.
this will be past by the time that we do our next podcast. So they play the 27th at New Glarus.
Oh, those Glarner Knights.
Now on to golf.
Golf.
Hitting the links.
The old links, dog leg. They will be playing tonight as this is going on at 3:30, the 19th of April.
At home or away?
It's a boys varsity conference mini meet at Monroe's Golf Club.
Okay.
Oh,
So
It's a away game.
not the club, but their clubhouse.
Oh, they're playing in the clubhouse.
it's
Yep.
a
Oh, it's mini golf. There we
Yeah.
go. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Then on Monday the 24th, 3:30 as well, at Lodi Golf Club, they will be having a mini meet as well there.
Do you know if that's the public golf course there?
I don't know. I don't know if they have. I don't think
That's
they
a
have
nice
multiple.
golf course. Pretty nice golf course.
Golf
We've
course,
been there
yep.
before.
For, golf, for
For my birthday.
I like
2
golf-
years
I like
ago.
golfing
think.
there.
Really? Just 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice golf course.
It's really nice to golf on
They
that.
also, I think they run cross country meets
Yes.
in and around
heard
that
that too.
area.
Wow.
There's big
Not during the
hills.
same time,
No.
but.
No.
Usually
Not that I'm
not.
aware of.
That'd be an interesting.
And then Tuesday the 25th of April, the JV has a meet as well at Monroe Golf Club, 3:30 p.m.
I know this
Is that,
So
how they're,
I know
19
this
is that how they're labeling it on the schedule? Golf
19th.
club?
That's what it says, Golf Club.
Well, that's what you wrote, but I'm just asking,
that's what
is
it's
that
labeled.
what they said?
Have you been on the website?
That's what I'm asking. You were.
Yeah, but then you just reprimanded me.
You
Well,
reckon
well,
Wrestling
I asked
ruined
you. No, I just
Wisconsin Nights
asked.
Weekly.
I
That's
was
what
trying to
hi-
figure out if it was a course or if it's called the club.
And that's what it says.
That's
called,
what-
it's
that's
called
what-
the club. So you've been calling it wrong the whole time.
Wait. So that's what they're calling the Heights team, the golf club?
No.
No, the place.
That's where that's where it's being
They're
played.
clubbers.
The
Okay, I didn't know if
location.
they maybe switched to a club because they didn't have enough guys or something. You know, sometimes then it's not WIAA.
Sanctioned.
I didn't know that.
I know this is obvious, but I always thought back to high school during, and after that. If I know it's not, so he can't. Whatever. If golf was during the fall, like right in September when
Yeah.
you started, I would have played golf for sure.
That's
But it
a
was during
great
baseball.
high school sport.
Oh, we would
Yeah,
have,
they
we
have
would
a nice
have
course,
class
too.
Yeah,
and
especially for Heights.
You'd
Because
go to the
played at
Springs.
Yeah.
hitting the links during school time always.
John's getting ready. Oh, I'm
ready.
excited.
All right, soccer is 1-1. They lost.
Men's or it's
women's.
women's. Sorry,
Spring.
the Lady Vanguards.
1-1. Lost to Shug River and the Shug Knights. And now they will be playing on Tuesday, the 25th of April at Columbus. The Redbirds, I think, or the Cardinals.
Columbus Cardinals.
4 p.m.
Okay.
You got tar and feather those guys.
Nope.
Then we go to track, and that will be April 25th. Multi-school JV and varsity meet, 4:15 p.m. at Belleville against the Shug Knights.
Well, again.
Yep.
Playing
They got a
them so-
JV. Heights has a
playing them so
JV.
close
Yeah, they do.
again.
And a smattering of other
No,
schools.
this is girls soccer. We're still on.
I thought you said track.
No, this is track.
Yeah, he was talking about track. I was trying to relay that to you.
But they have
They have a varsity
You're not
and
paying
JV track. That's impressive.
Well,
Okay.
I would
Is that
think
be-
that
aren't we-
think that those people, maybe some of the like younger kids that, like it might be a smaller team, but you could still have them run just like you would if some of like the varsity
Do you mean
players.
smaller as in
on-
shorter or taller? Or
No. As
Smaller
Smaller
schools.
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 Oh, okay.
As in like when like the Heights baseball team has got a smaller group of
Yeah.
players.
yeah.
Then they sometimes have sophomores and juniors that have played on the varsity, but they have to get some other time just in order to have those games
know,
for the
though,
freshmen
when-
for the freshmen and stuff.
When you have a smaller team like that, though, you have to be careful you don't overexert them. Because if you do, I'm going to yell from the sideline, protect the players!
Well, you
Yeah,
also
fresh
got to be
legs.
careful. You got to make sure that you got fresh legs in there when you're playing. I mean, fresh legs.
And don't forget to hydrate, but not overhydrate.
Right.
Because
We
once
can
you
cause
lose
a
it,
death
Scary
in
thought.
America.
Once you lose
If
it, you never get it
if
back.
you underhydrate, then you never get it back.
Is that true?
That is true.
I've never heard that.
You
Is that
never
from a
get it back. A
Hey,
wise.
are you almost done?
Well,
We're hoping so.
Are you almost done?
That's what
Are
we're
you? I just
thinking.
asking. Are you almost done?
well, I'll be done when I'm done.
Okay.
This is
Okay,
his segment, Dad.
this is lacrosse, not to be confused with
So
this-
many
with-
sports now.
with the
Who do we
The
co-op
cool
with, Joe?
kids
Town
call
We had
or
track
the
and baseball
knowledge
when I was in
of-
high school.
This is the sport
Joe, who do we co-op with?
with lacrosse.
Yeah.
I believe sock.
Sock, okay.
Any
I
hoodle.
think others.
25th of April at Edgewood High School, 7 p.m.
Whoa.
Then softball
Wow, so many sports.
lost to Marshall. The record is 1-3.
Okay. It's early.
Their next game is April 25th, 5 p.m. at home against Darlington.
Oh.
It's
Red
the Darlings.
Those
They
are
are the
Redbirds, right?
Redbirds.
They are the
Yes.
Redbirds.
Yep. We went down to Darlington. The football team did. And saw Alex Erickson.
Wow.
He saw us.
It was muddy out and stuff. He had the whitest jersey.
He
after
never-
the
he
end of
never
the
got
game.
tackled.
He
He's
didn't
the
get tackled.
quarterback.
That's not an over exaggeration. He never
We
got
lost by-
tackled.
we lost by
What's
40.
crazy
He
is
scored a
I
touchdown
remember
or
the
he
night,
ran out of bounds.
I remember the night you guys went, and it was rainy and,
Yep.
and nasty out. You would think that at the very least, the ground would tackle him once. You know, he'd slip.
Nope. He was just so
He was-
much
he was
better
in
than
complete
everybody else.
control.
He was so
I mean,
much better than
he was
everybody
so
else.
high.
Reminded
High
me
above them.
of you at the All-Star game. Here's what it reminded me.
Yeah.
Here's Drew. Here's everybody else.
Everybody else is bright, is wide eyed and everything like that. And Drew's just
slow
like,
for
guys,
you.
guys,
The
just-
great ones I hear, the game slows down so much for them.
Yeah, and
You know,
honestly, when I hit that ball, it was on a tee. It may as well have been on a tee. That's how slow it was.
He was telling lots of the new guys, the young guys, that hey, just soak it all up, just take in the experience.
I had to pretend on the second at bat that I couldn't find it
As you, yeah.
because I went to the sideline and said, "Hey guys, see,
Question
no,
look at
because
that."
you wanted to tip your cap to the pitcher.
Question for you. You said to me privately, and you
You're
were choked up
discussing-
about it, that that might be your first and last All-Star appearance. You said, "I'm not sure I'm going back." Did
You wanted to end on
did
top.
You, did you take it all in?
Tried to.
Did you try to look around?
Tried
and just
to.
take it all?
You're
It's
taking
tough
it a pitch by
sometimes though
pitch.
when you're in that moment to know that that's your last.
I've got good news and bad news. Good news is I saved one small. I saved the crack of the bat.
Souvenirs?
I saved that, but I had a whole bunch of other pictures and stuff. I just deleted them. off my
Ah,
phone.
too bad.
But
Drew,
they're
was,
on the
Drew was the
podcast.
last one there.
He filled him up with Roy, didn't you?
I don't know.
That's
why.
tough.
Drew was the last
I
one
needed
there
space.
on the field.
Probably his log fingers that accidentally hit.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
maybe that's an accident.
How we doing over there, Joe?
Got two more.
Two more.
Lost it.
It feels like it's long, but it's not his fault in some respects.
Well, there's so many sports now.
Oh, yeah.
This
We had girls
These
and
aren't even
guys.
Track.
Track and baseball.
These are events.
This
Bob's
is just on
Joe
the.
Bob's used to
Joe's
this.
gonna
though.
be
You got a whole nother week yet?
No.
Oh,
Joe's going to be
He's
eventing.
used to this with his work at the school. He's got a corral all the time. He's trying to corral people.
So,
okay.
Science Club meets April 21st, 2:30 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Friday, this Friday.
I believe in science.
Yep.
Right? No, this Thursday.
What
Then
does the science club do?
They create things like do experiments and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't in
Honestly?
science
Or
club,
do
but
they-
I guarantee you that's what they do.
I just really never knew.
who's in
split-
charge of that?
They split
probably Dan
atoms and
Jurgens.
stuff like that,
Okay.
Dad.
Well, there's nobody better.
No.
Or if it's Joe Marks, nobody better.
They split atoms and stuff like that.
And then finally, during this whole time that we were talking about this, 19th to the 26th, the field ecology trip is happening.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow, that's a fun trip.
California. So
Be
you've heard.
safe. Be safe out there.
Be safe. Yeah. Are you done?
What? Yep.
You have so much information. Thank you for
Thank you,
bringing
Joe.
that.
Thank you very much.
AM,
question.
PM, too much good stuff there.
Question for you. A little parenthetical time in our podcast. If you just hold on just a second, you can listen in if you want. But I was going to ask Hudson this. Didn't you do kind of an informal survey of what people like the most?
I asked them what topic we should tackle next.
Really?
What segment?
They said
What's the
Wisconsin
segment,
Nights
right?
Weekly.
Okay. And what did they say? They didn't like something, but they liked other
This
things.
day in history, I don't think got any.
It was a small sampling.
It was more than I thought would do it.
Okay.
We're trying to build this community of the original Father Son Voiceover podcast, and I sent out a little poll.
Survey?
I guess you'd call it a poll.
Survey.
A poll.
Survey says?
Poll, and 5 people answered it.
Oh, good.
And 60%, so 3 out of 5, they said that they liked they want name that country
Okay.
on our next podcast.
So
Okay.
this one we're not doing.
We won't be doing it this
But
this
the following
week.
55.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So sorry if we, whatever. You'll get over it. Anyway, I guess it is now time for Mazomanie.
You mean Satwas?
Yeah.
Oh, let me say,
All right. So as we all know, Saturday is Earth Day. This coming
didn't know
Saturday.
that.
Thank you, Earth.
I think every day is Earth Day.
I didn't
because
know
we're
that.
on it.
But what we're gonna do here in Mazo is there's the annual clean up the Wolf Run Trail.
Wolf.
Can you
Wolf
say it
Trail.
right, Johnny? It's
Wolf Run
Wolf
Trail.
Yep.
So you can help clean up and seed on. I don't know what that means,
Oh.
but
I
that's what
bet
it
you
is.
it's that the new stuff. Maybe they. Well,
I don't know.
I don't know. I was gonna guess.
Oh, did they do some work on like ripping up trees and stuff? Maybe
Yeah.
they need to
Yeah.
seed
Yep.
like
Maybe that's it.
seed your lawn.
It
Seed it. I don't know what
starts at
song that
9
is.
a.m. Central Time till 9 a.m. Central
do
till
that.
12.
Okay, so
Down-
that's
you
this
can meet
coming
down at the
Saturday.
Wolf
That's
Run
this
Trail.
coming Saturday. Okay.
Yep. They ask you to wear gloves because you might be getting into some
Oh,
stuff. You
yeah.
never know.
Be
I
careful.
don't think that
Poison
you,
ivy
You
and
think
stuff.
that that's a problem around this time of year?
I don't know.
I don't know
I'm
enough.
not a poison ivy
But anyway,
expert.
you're going to be working with your hands, so they don't want you getting them all ripped up. So
Yeah,
bring gloves,
good point.
and then if you have a rake, bring one. Other tools or equipment will be provided.
Break it up, break it
there
up.
will be refreshments. So if you need a
No.
little bit of a
Anytime you want to
reason to
drink
go
out
and
of
to be-
the
They're
creek,
I was going to say
go
they're
for
pulling
it.
water straight out of the creek.
A few berries along the way.
That's not true. Just to let people know that they are not pulling
Correct.
water out of the creek to drink.
A reminder that there's live music down at the Iron Tap House this Sunday, the 23rd at 5 p.m. Central
Let's try.
Time.
Can we try it one more time? The Iron Hop Tap House.
Iron Hop Tap House.
Tap House.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Iron
okay.
Hop,
No,
thank
I'm
you.
just letting you
Nope.
know. I just
Iron
want.
Hop Tap House. Thank you. This Sunday, 5 p.m.
Thank you.
Central Time, featuring Nick Droz or Dross. It's D-R-O-Z. He will be playing live down there.
Dross.
And then
Dross.
what else do we have?
Nailed
We've
it.
got the reminder for Meet the Brewer, which will also be taking down. This is the down at the Iron Hop Tap House.
Yeah,
That is, you've got a whole another week to get
Plan
ready
for
for that.
that.
It'll be the Delta Beer Lab that'll be down there. And what did we talk about? We said that it starts at 12 p.m. and it starts. It's $35, and it's the beer flight. We were trying to figure that out. I did not find that out. And a chance to win a prize in the giveaway. That's what $35 includes. I think that means that you can probably taste different types of beers that Delta Beer Lab has. Maybe they have other types that.
Maybe it's like
They're
a
on tap as well.
staircase.
That's what I was saying. It has maybe it's like a couple
Yeah.
stair steppers that have different.
Yep.
Oh, that could make
Well,
sense.
I wouldn't trust it though, because stairs are always leading up to something.
Same day as that.
They're always up to
Meet
something.
the Brewer is B Style Floral's grand opening.
That's right.
Is it a grand reopening or how does this work?
It says
it's
grand
under new
opening.
ownership,
Under new
Well,
right?
it's a new
Under
place, so it's a
ownership.
grand opening of the new store.
Right across the kitty corner or right across the street
Same
from
name, different
1855. Starts at 10 a.m. Central Time. 10% off everything that day.
Whoa.
And there's a free gift with purchase. Don't know what it is. They don't give any
Ooh.
indication. And I'm embarrassed.
Bouquet.
The last one here, I'm kind of embarrassed to say that I forgot to write down the date, but I know we have until next week, I believe. This is happening at the Apothecary.
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 It's like people saying, don't they say Wisconsin?
kinda like that.
Wisconsin, or don't they?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. There we go.
Wisconsin.
Sorry.
It's I was almost exactly like that, I would say.
No,
But
I've been
there's
thinking
a,
that for a long time.
Perfume is one of my,
Perfume?
Dan
Yeah.
Gross used to say. Perfume workshop. And you can, it's make your own perfume with essential oils.
Oh, only the essential oils.
And
Only the
you-
most
The essential goods.
and you can put them in Egyptian perfume bottle.
Whoa, sarcophagus.
Look up an Egyptian
Is that-
perfume bottle, please.
Is that? I mean, are they actually like on loan from the Egyptian
I don't know.
historical thing, or is it a replica?
It says beautiful. There's an adjective
Maybe
before
they
that,
pulled
but
it out of one of the Egyptian
I didn't
tombs.
read that. I didn't put that down.
Maybe it's just, like it's
Egyptian
known for being Egyptian over the
Perfume.
years.
What was it called, Johnny? Perfume bottle?
Yep.
Wow,
yeah, I bet
wow,
it's just
special.
bad.
I think
is
I saw the
special.
ones here with the 25, 25,
That's vintage too.
Right. Well, kind of like in this area. I think I saw
Those
maybe
are
maybe.
Wow,
nice.
be careful. Don't want to drop those on the way home.
Yeah.
Those
Well,
are-
and
How much does this cost?
it's a great question.
Must cost $1,000.
No,
What day is this?
$50.
What day is this?
Way.
You can write down the day.
What day?
Joe can look at it on the
There's
Facebook
honestly,
page.
there's
Let
no
me
way.
see.
There's no way.
$50 includes meal, drink, and dessert, and then obviously the stuff that you need.
your
The
own
Egyptian
perfume.
sarcophagus.
Perfume. Yep.
Sarcophagus?
Yeah,
Sarcophagus.
that's just what mummies went into. I was
That's
just
just an
that was just a
archaeology joke.
But
Right, you
maybe Joe will look that
archaeologists.
up on their Facebook page or on the What's Happening in Mazo Facebook page. No, he won't.
I'll do that.
But I'll let you know next week because I'm pretty sure it's
Let me look.
the
Let's
following
handle
week.
that
But I'm just
offline.
letting you
I am
know.
doing it offline.
Finally, as I will say that don't forget your lattes of the month flavors to try in April. We've got a couple more weeks.
What are they? Do you know?
They are lavender spice latte and pistachio rose latte.
pistachio.
Is it pistachio or pistachio?
pistachio.
I
I've heard
guarantee
some
it's not.
Italians
Can we
say
get
I
that?
bet you it's not pistachio like we say it.
Okay,
Pistachio.
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 I don't know. It feels
Pistachio.
like it sounds
Ooh,
better.
That's very.
Hey Joe, what's going on over there?
So he's looking at the.
Pistachio.
Joe, let's put the phone in the basket.
Well, he's looking up what I asked him to.
I know.
Perfume
I know.
workshop.
I just want to
'cause
say
made a
that because
mistake.
that's funny.
So that does it for my site wise. I'm sure Dad's got some stuff. So maybe Joe can just
Barely
interject.
contain himself.
Well, Dad's site-wise
just
in
have Joe
2020.
interject so that we can make sure that people know when that I mean, because there was 35 people interested, and if they're watching this podcast, they're gonna want to know what day it is. I mean, they should probably know if they are interested in it, but
Just remember, site-wise is 50-50.
yep.
The 2023 concert series, Westland Promenade Park, downtown Mazo, Mazo Live. Remember, we're going to have Scott
Mazo
Johannick
Live.
from Mazomania Chamber of Commerce. He's going to be on our podcast very soon,
Chamber chatter.
highlighting all of these concerts. 2023 concert series. Listen to this. 5/29. Mark your calendars.
That's May
Memorial
29th.
Day celebrate. What's that?
May 29th.
Yep.
You said?
529. Yep.
That's Monday. Memorial Day celebration with the band Staph Infection.
Oh, nice. Local.
On 6/24, the band Burning Sky.
Whoa.
On 6/26, just a few days later, Ryan Meisel Quartet featuring vocalist Susan Hoffer and Rural Musicians Forum.
Susan Hogan.
On July 4th,
Susan
4th of
Hoffer
July
rocker.
celebration with the Iron Horse Cornet Band. 7/22, Quest Classic Rock. 8/5, Church of Cash. 8/7, the Plowboys. Did something wrong. The Plowboys Rural Musicians Forum. I don't know what that is. 8/19 is the famous Gandhi Dancer Bluegrass
Whoa.
Festival.
That's a big-
Fee for admission. It's the only one that's fee for admission.
Okay.
And then on 8/22, I'll just go through August, the Grupo Blanca group. Anyway, they're going to be
groups.
having. They're going to be having
White group?
these.
That's a white group. Isn't that what they say?
Grupo
Grupo
Blanco
Blanca. Grupo Blanca.
Polanca.
Anyway,
okay.
that's going to
not
be
Blanca.
down at the Promenade.
Yep.
It's
Royce
part
might
of
be
the
there.
Mazo Live 2023 concert series.
They got a QR code there too.
And there's
Put it on your
there's
phone.
no fee. Admission. There's no admission. they donations
Except for
are
the game
always
dancer.
welcome.
Yes, donations are welcome, and that would be great. They'll have food down there that you have to pay for. But this is happening. This is happening in a happening place, Mazomanie downtown, and then there's all sorts of other things. There's at the Iron Hop Tap House. There's live music. The Apothecary, as John
On
says,
My Wayward
Apothecary. There's all sorts of things. I think at the Amethyst, I think they've got live music. It's happening all
Really?
in Mazo, nonstop, and we'll have chamber and a friend of ours, Scott Johannick.
Chamber
He'll
chat.
be stopping by to talk all about what's going on. So that's that. I was going to go through that whole thing kind of like a big time concert announcement, but I couldn't keep up the energy. A couple of other things. Wick Building is hiring.
Oh, wow.
Hiring and
If
firing.
you want to work, that's a great place to work. I
we
mean,
know
great.
we know some of the owners.
Yeah, and it's a great place to work because I think I don't know. I don't think it's in the. I think it's out in the shop,
Let's
out on
have
the line.
Demond put this
Disclaimer.
disclaimer up here.
Out on the line. I think what you get to do is you get your work done. You get to go home.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the
Yep,
case.
that is true.
Yes. Okay. So why do I need a disclaimer?
just
because
gotta be careful.
Okay. Gotta be
because
careful.
we don't
Gotta
know.
be careful.
You're not the
Talking
hiring
about
manager.
What if somebody said,
I had to work a
want
full
this,
day.
I want this job, and they got there the first day and they had to work the whole day.
And they would use
and they
the
said
original
that
father-son
they
voice.
threw us under the bus.
They
and
would
it'd be
use
you.
us
That
as
would
a
be
reference.
Yeah.
False advertising. These
False
guys told
advertising.
me.
They would. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
the gospel.
Okay, and then Kroger is still hiring.
Oh,
Starting at
nice.
$26 an hour.
Oh, my.
We see the general manager Colby Kraus down at the and his wife Paula. They stopped by the 1855 Coffee House,
They sure do.
and we've talked to them. They can't get anybody to work. They can't get anybody to come to work at $26 an hour.
If you're a young man
and
around my
benefits
age,
and everything.
go do yourself a favor and get a job at Kroger.
Well, and
You
are you gonna?
won't
Can I know I don't want
be
to steal your
sorry.
thunder, but the D and the are you gonna talk about that? The D and the G.
DG.
Yeah.
They're looking for people too, aren't they?
They've had to
Elvis?
close down a couple times.
Yeah,
because there's
and
not
they're
enough-
still
Yeah,
closing
new
down
hours.
at
New
6.
hours.
Oh,
Six.
get the
Close,
get
not
the,
close down, close early.
Closing
Come on,
early.
get the,
Close down.
Get
Disclaimer.
The
But
disclaimer here because Jonathan's talking.
Let's
now.
be transparent
Sure.
and honest and use communication here. Cindy Lawler, she is doing a job keeping that. Those people are working hard because there are people who don't want to work, and I won't get into that. But those people, they're keeping DG afloat for
Well,
us.
and
So
our
we should be
And
thankful.
a lot
for
of
our
people
buddy-
depend on it.
Our
A lot
buddy
of
Katie
people do.
Blair Shear, who was working double time.
Yep.
She's at her place,
Second chapter.
second
resale.
chapter resale, but she was doing duty there, but she had to go back to her regular job down at Spring Green.
Yep.
And so you can't work everywhere.
No, and you can't work.
She's
all
only
day.
one person.
She basically
Not
was.
Stretch Armstrong.
She, and she
Can only
can't
go so many
she can't work
directions.
at Kroger. She can't work at Wix. Somebody's got to
but
come
if
to work.
she could, all those places would be
But
Yeah.
they're-
Oh yeah. Yeah.
running like a smooth
Like a
oiled
Swiss
machine.
watch.
There's,
So if
there's
you're
places
looking
to
for-
work, you don't have to go into Madison.
No, if you're looking for work, you got
And
Kroger,
good
you got
pay.
Wick, you got DG.
Good pay.
Yeah.
You don't have to work on a farm and make $7 an hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
Or not
Now,
make
if you want to do that,
Well,
No.
yeah, you can. I'm
If-
just saying that. Some
No,
of us had to do
not
that.
everybody can be on a high-paying job like the original Father Son
No.
voiceover podcast. So don't expect
Yeah,
that.
you guys can
But-
dream.
Yeah.
Making money hand over foot. That's what I
Oh,
think.
big time. Just lastly, before I do our
my favorite.
regular update from our only sponsor, just thanks to Michael and Melissa Lore.
Oh,
Yes.
Who ran Mix It Up Fitness? They're closing on
And,
April
and Mike's
30th.
Mix.
Yep,
we're
and
closing both of them.
No, I don't know about
we're
that.
not going to
I-
say
oh,
this
whoa.
because it's not official. But I heard a little birdie told me who's moving in to that fitness place. We won't
Should
say
we-
who that
yeah, I
is.
was gonna say, we
but just so
probably
you
should.
know, we could have said it because this is the place. This is the place where
Breaking
a
news.
lot of people like Michael Wilkinson's new baby,
Yeah.
Jet and Jerry's new grandson.
Grandson.
Hugo,
Anyway, the
Hugh, right? Or was it Hugo?
Hugo.
let's
Arthur?
not try.
Let's not.
That's not right. Get
We
that
said it right the
disclaimer.
first time. We'll just leave it
Sorry.
at that.
Okay, and then Velocity 365 Fitness is moving in to right by Kroger. and right by
The old Wick
We just
Homes,
talked
right?
about them hiring, and they're going to be there, the IT building there, right on Highway 14 and Walter Road. They're going to be starting, and it's 5,000 square feet. I have mixed
Oh, wow.
emotions, mix it up emotions, because I liked that little mix it up thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure this other one will be fantastic. It'll be bigger, probably lots of good stuff about it. But I like working out, in a more private, smaller thing.
If I never had to work out with another human being watching,
Yeah.
I would always do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I think they'd be grateful for that too.
I think they
Yeah.
would also appreciate.
See, I'm the opposite. I like the social aspect of it sometimes. Now, some people don't
So
want.
did you go down to work out or did you go out to talk?
Oh, good question.
You can do both at the same time.
can't do
both.
I never
Oh,
saw
but
you
you
down
can't.
there.
What?
Never saw you
Yeah,
down
but
there.
I was in doing a
Yeah,
quick
because he wasn't
workout
into
'cause I was working.
socializing.
He wasn't into working out either.
I do
Yeah,
not.
get your lift in, bro.
Yeah. If I want to socialize, I'll go to a social event.
Why weren't you a gym bro?
Came here to eat weights.
Yeah.
I don't know it's like going to Starbucks. There's a whole world. There's a whole coffee world. Starbucks, I use the S word. I had to. Michelle does not
Do you
like
remember
it.
the
Michelle
first? Do
Van
you remember the first time little rabbit trail when we went
But
in?
does
The first
Starbucks
time
give me 10%?
1855.
Yes.
And you said, "I'll take a grande or
I
a
said venti.
Venti."
Yep,
And
venti.
she said, "What's that?" And that was when we really
That's-
started to really enjoy
it was
her as a
love at
person
first.
because
My respect grew for her
because she
immediately.
wasn't into the whole coffee scene.
Yep. I didn't know how to translate that though, because that's like I said, coffee's a whole other world, and I don't
do I
belong
say?
to that.
I don't know I don't know what to say anymore.
And it's the same with working out.
What do with my hands?
So I'm down there running on the treadmill down at Mix It Up Fitness, and people come in there
Dog walking that treadmill. That's
and
what you're
they're-
doing.
and they take over a whole section of the thing, and I didn't know that you could do that.
No, you can't.
And then sometimes what they do is they got everything laid out, and then they're on their phones half the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't get that. And then of course when I went to the Princeton Club in the old days in Madison,
Recommended to you.
lots of looking in the mirror and stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of looking, and I don't know if they're looking at their physique or looking.
You worked out with Charlie Shortino.
I
Speaking
did.
of,
yeah, I did. Yeah,
So they're
New
doing
Scene
they're
15.
doing both. I will say
Looking at their
They're-
physique
They're
and
looking at their form.
form.
They're looking at form.
Okay.
But they're also
They're not-
looking at their
they're not-
form
not
and
enjoying.
their
and
They're working
their
on
form.
themselves while they're looking at
Well, I'm
themselves.
talking to myself.
I found that when I wanted to work out down at the fitness center,
Mm-hmm.
all I had to do was take off my shirt, and all of a sudden, everyone cleared out,
Yeah.
and I could work out by myself. there.
Perfect.
Well,
Yeah.
with this new place coming in,
That
right
might
next
you
to
should
those
try
two
that at the new
places-
place. See how that goes.
right next to those two
Kick
places
me
that are
out.
hiring,
Yeah.
you got a workout place within 500
Well, that's
feet.
the whole
You know
thing.
what you
They
got to
don't even-
do? Get your shift in, get your lift in.
Yep, exactly. Get your
Good
shift
point.
in at Kroger.
And
Then
go
get
back
your
to
lift in.
Go
Just
back
think
to
about that.
snapping
That's
necks
a
and then
and
drift
catching
on
necks.
home.
And that's the whole
we made it
thing.
better there.
Is it's not only on Highway
Maybe.
14
Yep.
convenient,
Yep.
but it's convenient for ETC,
Yep.
plastic ingenuities.
Yep.
It's right down there.
With
I mean, they're-
buildings.
I
Building.
probably
Dollar
won't,
General.
I probably won't
Kroger.
find a treadmill
Kroger.
available most of the
Wick.
time. There could be so many
Yep.
people getting ripped
Yep.
and in shape.
A lot of the people getting ripped.
He's ripped.
They're not gonna be
We
lifting
also
the
heard that they're going to
treadmills.
maybe have a juice bar or something there.
No.
They
at
won't.
the
Right? Yep.
wonder
Don't quote me on that.
what kind of juice is that? Juicing bar? Like
No,
an actual
No, not
They'll,
roids.
they'll accuse you if you go to that juice bar. If you're hitting
juicing.
home runs in baseball, they're going to accuse
He's
you
been
of juicing.
juicing.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what
What am I
I'll say when
supposed to
people
say?
go there?
juice. It emanates.
So that's
right.
all I have. By the way,
Okay.
speaking of the 1855 Coffee House, one Broadhead in historic downtown Mazomanie, stop down and see Michelle and Kayla and Bree. Scott Johannick might be there. You might find us there. Don't forget to
likely.
ask for 10% off any food and drink items, nothing in the vault. But all you got to do is say, we watch the original Father Son voiceover podcast, or you can just say the podcast.
Those
We're the only
guys,
sponsor.
we want 10.
We're the only sponsor because that's what they want.
Or you could just say,
They've
We want 10. We want 10. We want 10.
We want
the
10.
1855 Coffee House has had a whole bunch of podcasts. I think Joe Rogan contacted them, Jordan Peterson, and a whole bunch of other high names, and they said no. We're staying with the original Father Son
Committed.
voiceover
We're committed.
podcast.
Yep.
And so
we only support local.
yeah. So make sure you stop down there and get 10% off. There you
There's
go.
a quick question for you. Does Starbucks give you 10% for watching the original Father Son
No, they
Voiceover
don't.
podcast? No,
They
they
don't.
don't.
I
Because
can't,
they're
believe,
not-
I can't believe you're using that word. I
We're
just can't-
using it because we have to.
Dad
I'm
used
gonna have
it.
to just. I'm just gonna have to just completely.
rinse.
Yep. Just
Wash, rinse.
forgive us. All right.
So now we got to talk about
All right.
you know who.
It's time for the Adventures of Roy from Elroy.
And now, another edition of The Adventures of Roy from Elroy.
Well, what do you think about our charcoal lab?
He went down today to
The swimming hole.
the old swimming hole.
Crick?
He went to John Wick Landing. So that for some of you that aren't local,
John
That
F.
could be a
Wick?
scary
that may
place.
John F. Wick?
John F. Wick Landing,
Yep.
and that is actually the name, or that's actually the person that
That's why it's a scary
his
thing.
grandson wrote the movies for
Derek Kolstad.
Keanu Reeves
John Wick.
for John Wick.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Did
is
you
the
know that-
actual John Wick from the movies.
I have
Landing.
Not, I have not watched the movies, but supposedly
Yep.
it is. He goes on a killing spree.
Yes.
Because of somebody
Killed
kills his dog.
Correct.
And
That's
you
the
took your
first
dog
one.
down there.
Yep.
What a coinky dink.
Yep. So he went down and he was tentative at first. Joe Damon will show you a little bit of it. It wasn't the greatest because I wasn't thinking he was going to jump in at that time. So I caught him at the end. But he did get in, and I think he's going to like the water. The other dog, Kobe, we had when we were growing up, was not as much of a fan of the water.
Yeah, one time we were
And
at
we
we were at the creek, and there was a bridge going over it,
Yep.
and John and Drew were trying to get Kobe in, and I was standing. I was going to pull him in this
Yeah.
way, and John and Drew were pushing him that way, and I was towards the water, and they ended up pushing me in with Kobe.
Joe likes the water now.
Yeah.
He's the white
Kobe
trout.
didn't.
I thought you were going with the waters were really turbulent and it was a bridge over troubled waters. I
Oh.
thought that's what you were going
No.
to
You're
do.
waiting.
We had
Yeah.
to we had to get some counseling because it was a
It was
bridge
hard to
over
accept that
troubled
you
water.
fell
It
in. I
was,
felt
wow.
like.
Well,
Yep.
now the whole ordeal is water under the bridge,
Mm-hmm.
as some would say.
So anyway, he liked that. It was kind of a cleanup because the place that we went is not the. There's another place called Lake Marion that's just down the road that has a better place for dogs to get in. It's not so muddy. This one was a little bit muddy, so I had to give him a bath.
Mm-hmm.
And then Joe got his ear. He's had some issues with his ears. Drew's been taking care of that at night with the
time.
medicine, and so we didn't want that to go backwards
Eerie.
because labs are known to having either mites or what did he have in
They
his
called it
ears?
was bacteria, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I
They
think
call it
bacteria
they
or
call it a yeast
I think
yes,
so.
yeast
infection in his
Yeah.
ear.
Yep.
Which I thought was very strange.
Yeah, we didn't know
I always
that was
thought
a
it
thing.
mites.
And
I
then
think
we
he's
have an
making- I think
alleyway.
he's making that up.
I think probably was.
Up the alleyway, we've got here that goes in between.
Highway 14.
Well, that's not the alleyway, but it
Oh,
goes in
wait.
between the
Wait,
houses
wait,
that are
it's-
either
it's-
facing
it's
Emily
between-
Road or facing Whitechapel.
Is that 14?
And-
Is that 14?
Oh, you're talking about the green space
Oh,
back
okay.
here. I thought you were talking about the alley over here.
Yep.
That's
Anyway.
That's not 14, right?
That goes past Private Drive.
We live about 5 houses down from Mom and Dad, and today Roy chased me back and forth in between houses on my moped,
Hmm.
and he liked that.
He's fast.
And he doesn't
He
bark
is.
much, but he barks. He barks with that. He likes to when he gets
chase
close. But you gotta be careful because
The other
he gets
day,
close.
the other day he barked
You
at.
don't want to roll over. He's smart enough to get. He's not smart enough to stop.
He did bark at DeMond when he was on his longboard. That was
Yes.
fun to hear. Not just because we don't hear him bark that often.
Not because he barked at DeMond.
No, because he just doesn't bark that often.
You were going to say something.
Yeah.
Your turn.
No, I was just riding around the house on the what you call it, and the wheel isn't very good. It's really built for on the road.
Yeah.
And I was off roading, and I flipped over. Joe saw it.
I did.
Too bad we didn't
Well,
get
he's
a
got
video of
memories.
it. And very fortunate I didn't hurt myself. But Roy was chasing after me at that one as well.
You flipped over on what?
The moped.
Moped.
Well, he slid. He didn't
Slid.
flip.
And I did a.
Did you do a
somersault.
barrel roll?
I did.
I would have
That's too bad we
liked to
didn't
have
get
seen
that.
that.
That was sweet.
Reminds me of
It
that
was
time
nice.
that
We
Joe was
did
riding
it with
those
these
dirt
He did it with
bikes.
these two fingers.
Yeah.
Well,
This is
Joe was riding
this is
those
a
mini
finger.
bikes and
Speaking
he
of-
flipped off
this
that
is a-
one time.
this is a
Not
thumb.
flipped over, not flipped
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Flipped over.
moped incidents, Mom tried to turn the moped into a
Yeah.
motor home. She parked it right onto the house, and then John, we were coming home from playing.
I've fallen off.
You slipped
3
on the
times
ice.
now, yeah.
Oh, it looked like it
John
hurt
is
so
so
bad.
scary. John
Yeah.
is so scary. Hey, if you see John around town riding his moped, if you know who he is, just say, "Hey, be careful."
Keep 911 on speed dial there.
Yeah.
As we close this out, we got to give a shout out to Mark Hinderman.
Oh,
Yep.
UPS
Been
man.
waving at him.
Yep.
oh yeah. We driving
Saw him
around.
twice on 14, which is
Oh.
this way, not that way.
Correct.
That's
14 is not
really
that way.
good for people to know
Yeah.
which way it
Because
is.
it's not.
way-
There's no. It's not connected to a.
This
I
way
thought
is
it was
closer
like-
to Chile.
The alley.
Yeah.
This way is further away from Chile.
Nauru.
Chile, south.
So other people
But
call it
anyway-
Nauru.
Wasn't that?
Nauru.
Talk about a guy that always delivers. He's in the clutch, especially Mark.
Yep.
He's
That's
he
it
has
for-
a-
Shout
he
out
has
to
a-
him.
For Roy, I guess.
There it is. Well, we'll be showing some. We don't have an interview this week, but we will be showing some sights and sounds from our open house. The next week, we will be reacting to some of that stuff as there will be live cameras, and people will hopefully be answering the questions and deciding who's best at what, stuff like that. And then, well, after that, in this podcast, we are going to do the Wonder Wheel. And then we're going to talk a little bit about Dad's birthday. Just end with that.
That is my birthday.
And yeah, so we'll do that.
And then
next,
because you
we'll-
did the survey, 55 is a reminder.
55 will be the name that country for you folks, since you guys wanted it. So,
Give the people what they want.
anyways, we will be right back.
It'd be nice to have Joe, John, and Drew and their own thing they build, put some nice little shit. Should get a 10-acre lot, and then we can have a
There we go. A good time was had by all last night at our first annual open house of the original Father-Son Voiceover podcast. If you came to the podcast open house, thank you. If you didn't come, thank you, because we thank you and we bless you for coming or not coming. We're just glad a few people showed up and we had a good time. It was a beautiful day. Beautiful night.
Probably what happened
Beautiful.
was they were too busy subscribing.
Yeah, probably watching.
liking.
They said they were watching on their phone or tablet or on their screen. They said, "Wait, I was so busy watching, catching up episodes and stuff that they said we missed the open house."
You know what they were doing?
What?
They were watching the like.
It's possible that they watched it and found out late, maybe there were a bunch of people that were starting to roll in right around 6:15, 6:30, and they realized the party was over.
And how many times I've said this, I've gone on record saying this, that if we were continue to do this podcast, let's say we did it for 10 years. I know that's a scary thought. but let's say we did it for 10 more years. There's no way if we had it in the middle of April on our anniversary or the first week in April where we'd be able to sit outside in our shorts and short sleeves at tables and eat outside where it's toasty.
Balmy.
Balmy and light, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And so, but we're going to come back to reality here weather-wise. I just heard our air conditioning kick on, so we're already warm enough when we're recording this in the morning, and now it's going to be back to spring, very, very chilly. Mm-hmm. Any thoughts about? We are going to also continue the year celebration next week, because what we did was Hudson and John came up with some questions and had people get in front of the camera and answer those questions. Remember some of the questions?
Yeah, some of them were kind of geared towards us here.
Okay, and what were they?
Who's the best driver? Who's the best cook? And who's the best singer?
Okay.
Out of us and Demond.
Yeah.
And then we did cake or pie. What would you rather have?
Oh, nice.
We also did summer or winter. What would you prefer?
Avi.
And
staycation and
staycation or vacation.
Yeah. And so people who attended the open house, they answered that in front of the camera. But you can do that if you'd like.
Yeah.
You could send a video in if you want and answer those questions. Or you can just write in the comments, correct?
Yeah, we also, Sally, as we said we would, Demond will put a picture up here of your sloppy Joe that we made for you. So jalapenos and meat, barbecue. So anyway, yeah, it was fun. We played some cornhole. We had croquet out there. We had bocce ball. We had chairs. We had people. We had food.
Just for the record, Michelle Van Schindig and I won twice at cornholes. So we were going to do best of three, but you won the first two. So
against Mom and Hudson?
Yeah. The board was stacked in your favor, though.
Seemed like it.
I came out strong. Didn't warm up at all. I hit 2 on my first.
Yeah.
And it was all downhill from
Was
there.
there a question on somebody cheating, possibly?
On somebody cheating?
The wind was coming pretty
somebody
hard
was-
out of the south, and
somebody
Drew was
was
playing with
cheating.
the wind. So
Somebody was
so
cheating.
was the other person.
Drew's partner was
Hudson
cheating.
Oh,
I wasn't cheating.
Michelle Van Schindig was
She was
cheating?
following through.
Following through and stepping over the line.
No,
Past
I didn't,
the
I
board.
didn't see it.
She was right next to our
I
board,
didn't see that.
basically throwing it.
I called her on it, but she got right in my face and said,
no.
She was salty. She said, "Look at the
she
rule
was
book."
salty. Yeah, got her hackles up.
Anyway,
Hackles bar said
that
hackles.
we got to talk about your birthday.
Hey, let's talk about me.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's talk about me. You want to know about me?
So Jose's, if you're from around here, the Dells area, Sauk has a new restaurant in town, and it's Jose's Authentic Mexican Restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And we went there. Actually, we found out it was a day after Cal and Kylie went. They went the Friday night.
The Forerunners, yeah.
Missed him.
Just missed them. So what'd you get, Dad?
I got the chimichanga. I call it chimichanga. Other people call it chimichanga.
Changa.
But I don't know how you would say it in Spanish.
I can't wait to hear what Joe got.
I did not say it in Spanish because I'm not good at that.
Yeah.
But mine was probably a
Have Drew help you.
chimichanga
He's
about
good at
that big. And then it had rice, a pile of rice, and then some beans, and then some...
Refrijoles.
Yep. And then some lettuce and
Los
tomato,
frijoles.
and that was good. That was good. And they brought some chips out early on.
Warm chips, too.
Chips and
Man, they were warm.
salsa.
Yeah.
Salsa is so good.
And red
Yep.
salsa and green salsa.
Yep. Verde. Salsa verde.
Salsa verde.
Yeah.
And some cheese. Cheese
It was
dip or whatever.
very
Oh, that's
very
right.
good.
Yeah, a little cheese
Yeah,
dip.
very good.
little cheese
Stir it
dip.
up.
Mhm.
Stir it up.
Yep. So that's what I got, chimichanga dinner. And then what'd you get, Johnny?
I got a quesadilla.
Oh.
Chicken quesadilla.
Make yourself a quesadilla, John.
And did you get rice and stuff like that?
Rice and beans.
Rice and beans.
Yep.
I had steak nachos, which
Emphasis
That
on
was
steak.
a lot of steak.
Yeah, they gave a lot of
A
Yeah,
lot of steak. I mean, you had a big plate. It was about that round.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did
okay.
not skimp.
almost as big as
your
my
head.
head.
No.
Did not
No.
skimp on
But
the
it was
steak.
It was very good. They put, of course, cheese on there, but they also had this cheese sauce that they sprinkle
Oh,
on
drizzled
there.
on there.
Hey, before we hear from you two guys,
Okay.
this
Muy bien.
restaurant is in Sauk, is just over the bridge as you go into
Used to be
Sauk.
Lystras.
There's a
And
you
before
can take
that,
a
it was
right
Swiss
to go
style.
to Prairie de Sac, and you can keep going straight and go into Sauk.
Yep. Toward Culver's,
Prairie de
not to
Sauk.
take away from Jose's, but this place was packed. It was packed, and we got there at 4:45, 4:45.
It could have been because of us. I mean, it's possible that people started
People
hearing
heard.
that you
I never
were
thought
there.
about
Yeah.
that. I
Well,
never thought about
honestly,
that.
that's all I can think of.
Yeah,
You know,
we try to stay humble, but
that's all
I had my
it's
location on my
possible
phone,
that
so
they knew that we were going to be there.
a
and
lot
that
of
was your
people were.
birthday.
I noticed that a
They
lot
were
of people were
looking
looking
at
at
us.
us.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they do this thing not unfortunately, but I'll finish my story.
Okay.
I'll set it up better.
you didn't even start it.
It was Dad's birthday. Thank you. God bless you. Anyway, at Jose's, they do birthday celebrations for you. They come over with a guitar,
Guitar lay. Yeah.
and then 2 other people sing "Happy Birthday" to you in Espanol, and then they take the dessert and they put it on your face. I know this because Scott did this to me one time. Scott, you know.
Scott got the guitar and sang to you?
Yep. He
Wow.
held me in his arms and he
Scott Gilbeck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did it
How
to
did he
me
play
when it
guitar
wasn't
then?
my birthday. He said, "It's Hudson's birthday." So they came over and they sang and they played the guitar and then they put stuff on my face.
It's just powdered sugar.
No, it's
Whipped
it's
cream or
like-
something?
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
a cool clip. Anyway, I wanted to do that for Dad so we could get that on here, but everybody else said, "Don't do that."
Yeah,
Well, I
we-
already
we
felt
did
so on display because
Yeah.
of the podcast.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
people were staring.
Yeah,
and
staring. Yep.
They
Hey, there's that guy.
I
He
saw-
does that thing.
And I saw a couple people start to go toward
Yeah.
us.
Somebody
and
held
then
them
they
back.
put away their pencil and
A
paper.
couple
and-
people were taking pictures.
Yeah.
I gave the waitress a tip just that she wouldn't tell them that she knew it was your birthday.
We asked
I just
them,
said,
we
please
said,
don't.
"Can we get the back room that's not?"
We paid for it.
Yeah.
Like
Paid for- yeah.
Sylvester, celebrities have.
Well, that's
to
what
do.
they
What
have
do they
to
call
do.
that?
That's like
Roped
the
it off.
conference room or
Yeah,
whatever
they just
call
buy out
that.
the restaurant.
Banquet
Yeah, we were
hall.
going to buy out the restaurant because it just gets hairy and it gets
Yeah.
ugly. It's just you can't go in there and just relax.
The
you
media
just
was
can't relax
following us in,
anymore.
and we had to
Yep.
say, "Hey,
No, and it's their
We just-
Saturday too. I don't want it to be all about us.
That's
I
true.
mean, as
That's
much
a
as
very-
I
that's a great point.
like
Unselfish."
us,
Yeah.
I don't want it to be about us all the time.
Yeah.
And they need to have fun. You know, people have to have fun.
It's a good point. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
And so, Joe, what did you have?
I had a taco salad.
Taco salad.
Yep.
in a taco bowl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were
Fried.
hyping that up, and then you gave us it was a flat answer.
No,
there.
you
What-
said-
What did you think
hyping
about?
up?
What did you think about your salas? Was it on
Let me think about
tomorrow?
Joe Pop, Mr.
it.
Internet.
I thought it was great. I thought it was the shell was
Crispy.
crispy and yet
Delicate.
palatable.
Palatable.
Okay.
I hope it was palatable. You ate the whole thing. You were the first one done.
Oh, Joe.
That's kind of my
You ate like
eating
Kobe.
career.
Yeah. I had burritos rancheros. That's what I had.
You
Wow.
are so a man
Culture.
of the
Where's
word.
Damon, put a sombrero on Drew.
Yeah, and a mustache. I kind of
already
have
have
one already.
It's better than all of ours.
Yeah, right. But so I had the burrito, and it had. I think it may have had pork in it. I did not know that when I ordered
Down, pork
it.
line.
It was good though, lots of pork.
Pollo. No,
But
Pollo is chicken.
pollo's chicken. Yeah.
yeah, but I had rice and beans on the side, little rice
side
roni
dish.
and refrijoles on the side, lettuce on top, lettuce, and put a little salsa on top of that baby.
Oh.
Top
Put
it
any hat
off,
sauce?
huh?
You put any hat sauce on it?
What do you think? Más o menos, muy bien, mal,
I thought it was good.
Mom had a burrito. Deshaun had what you had, right?
steak nachos.
Yeah,
those are
and-
those
Mom
are hard to
had
beat.
burrito Vallarta.
What is Vallarta?
That's a
Vallarta.
good question. I don't know.
They,
What does that mean, Joe?
Demand had
Vallarta.
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 I don't know. Demand had chicken nachos. So just instead of steak
Yes,
nachos, he had
yes.
chicken nachos.
And I was proud of Damon because once in a while he'll like top everybody and everybody gets something for $12 and he gets something for $22. But he didn't go with shrimp this time. He likes shrimp.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Shrimp.
But he deserves it because he's the not the executive producer, but the
He's our
audio
editor in
visual.
chief.
Yeah. He does a lot behind the scenes. He deserves that.
Yeah.
So that was fun. It was fun to be with everybody. It was fun to be out and about. I don't get out that much.
Deshaun also, he had the.
We talked about
steak
that.
nachos.
He said that, yeah.
Oh,
I thought I'd just add that again.
No, it's
did he have 2 servings of it?
Just one.
Drew let that. He was checked out there for a minute.
He's thinking about the
thinking
Wonder
something
Wheel
else.
right now. He can't
Yeah.
get it
I
off
was
his
just
mind.
my
wants
answer.
so
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, we don't need to talk anymore about my birthday. It was fun.
That
Nice
is
to
my
be with
birthday.
all you guys. Nice to be out and about. Nice to be recognized as a podcast. Nice. Thank you if you were at Jose's or driving and you saw us there and you didn't come and
Yeah, it was nice of you
take
to hold
pictures
off.
and just let us have a family.
Hey, this
gathering.
happens all the time with them. Let's just let
Yeah.
them be tonight. They just want to they want to be regular people. They want to be treated like regular people.
You know, like those once in a while I'll see pictures or videos of celebrities that are out and they have glasses and a hat down.
Yeah.
You know, that's
That's where we're getting to.
Dad was in
We're getting
costume.
Yeah.
Costume.
Costume.
Hey, let's not forget to
What are
talk
you,
about
63?
I was 63.
Number 63.
Yep. And let's not forget to talk.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Jumping back just for a second, to our
Open
house. Let's not forget to talk about some of our guests and like Gary and Ryan. They were going to. They had to leave a little early. They were going to go to the rodeo. So we'll have to talk about that next week when we talk
just teasing
about
it.
this.
That was just teasing it right there.
Yeah.
Can't believe you've done this.
Yep.
And there's even more people there.
Believe them
At the rodeo.
There's even more people there.
Than just Gary. and Ryan.
Oh, yeah. Yep,
You'll
very
see
good.
all of the celebs, meso celebs. All right. Thanks for indulging us. Now let's get on to our
Wonder
Wheel. Oh, go ahead.
If we keep going, it might make you sick.
Might make you sick.
There we go.
Well, you won't be able to handle it either.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Nailed it.
Beef Van Shin digging
Let's see. I've got a purple Juan.
That's one. Oh, okay. This is great. That just happened to be the one that segues right with what we were talking about. If you have a choice, authentic Mexican food restaurant or Taco Bell, Taco John's. If you had a choice,
Turco John's.
Do you like Turco John's if you're in
Bell.
Turkmenistan? If you have a choice, would you like to go to someplace like Jose's, authentic Mexican restaurant? Because there's a difference, right? I mean, there's a difference. Or
Maybe
to
not
the
in price.
Americanized Taco Bell, like Taco John's. What would be another fast food taco? Anything?
I think
else?
there's one out there's other ones that are out west that are more regional.
Okay.
Well, there was Chi-Chi's, but that was supposedly
Pedro's.
Pedro's.
That was kind of a hybrid
Authentic.
because it was a sit down more like Jose's, but it
Pedro's
still
would
was
be more
more
authentic, right? Pedro's.
I guess
Authentic Mexican restaurant.
Have I been there?
Pedro's,
Yeah, I've been to
Pedro's.
Pedro's. Yeah,
I can't
and there was a
think of-
place in Grand Rapids when Mom and I used to live there. I can't remember
Red
what the
Hot.
name of that. No, it was out on the Beltline
Round Barn.
in Grand Rapids. No, I won't remember it, but that was an authentic one, and that was the first one I'd ever been to, and I realized that
La
that's
Cocina?
not like the tacos I had at home.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, what do you think, Drew? You got to start because if you want, or you can pass and come back later.
I'm not sure the price was too different though.
Yeah. I would say probably a sit down, authentic Mexican restaurant. It's not that I've been to a ton of them. I haven't. I've been way more times to a Taco Bell. I don't think I've ever been to Taco John's. We had Taco John's in Platteville, but I don't think we ever went.
Are they similar? Has anybody been to Taco John's?
I did a long time ago, and I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's semi-similar.
There's the Taco John himself, right?
Right. I like me some Taco Bell.
Once a year.
Yeah, whenever that commercial comes on, and it has nothing to do with the people having so much fun. It's the food. It looks like it's be very, very, very tasty.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go there and order it, and it's immediately ready for you, which is unbelievable.
We didn't wait a second.
Yeah, it is almost as though somebody ordered right before me.
Exactly.
The exact same order. I turned my head, they left, and I went and ordered, and they had already got their stuff out.
We already got this made, so
they actually handed us the food before they asked for they told us our total.
Yeah.
Said, here's your food. Here's the total.
Yeah.
That's not true, but it was very close.
Very close. Yeah.
Very
But usually after I have Taco Bell, you get into the regret stage pretty quick. You know,
many
I won't
reasons.
get into too much, but you had better be close to home. Let's just say that.
It hits close to home.
Yeah.
Be
So
the
anyway,
fastest you drive home.
yeah, and the police would understand if you were.
Oh, you were at Taco Bell. Okay,
Sir,
get going.
yeah.
Get going.
But Jose's, you know, and I've been to a couple other Mexican restaurants. Yeah, that's good stuff. Like you get a burrito, or you know, you get chimichanga,
Holy Santos.
quesadillas. They're large and in charge, and they're good. So, yeah, probably authentic. I would go with.
Is it mine?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right now, I'm torn between those two things, right betwixt those. Yeah. But I think the main factor that pulls me to one side is the chips at an authentic restaurant.
Because you don't get
get the
chips at
and those are free.
Taco Bell or whatever.
Those are the deciding
Pre-meal
factors.
chips.
They're built. I mean, let's be honest.
they're
I
built
think
in
our
good rice.
meals. I think our meals were probably averaged like $13 bucks. It doesn't cost you that much to eat at Taco Bell, right?
Oh,
Well,
Three of
in
us
order to
ate
get
for
filled
almost $55.
What?
We were surprised too, but
Okay.
but the service was factored into there.
Yeah,
They
true.
know
I
your
think
order right
They
before you
magic
come
wand
in.
it.
I think they had the food ready because the price was going to shock you. And so as they said the
Oh.
price, you were kind of like,
Oh,
wait,
there's the
what?
food.
And then
Well,
the
here's
food
the
was ready.
food.
And you're like, I
Oh.
guess I got to exchange my money for the food.
Because it's here.
So I don't
How
have a
can
choice
I can't
now.
back
I can't
out now.
order-
We've gone
yeah.
too far.
Maybe that's what's
both-
happened.
You're both touching the
Is
credit
so
card.
many so many orders went unfulfilled because of the price.
They're just waiting there.
Yeah.
Okay, so
These guys will
the price
pay.
the prices of the my bad, Joe. The price of the hot chips were not factored in. You know what I mean? I mean,
They may have been.
I was thinking that if it's $2 or $3 per person more, then the chips probably are part of the price.
On
if
the
you will.
road, we can serve our food. Everywhere we go, it's free food.
Now, on the field, we can serve our energy. On the road, we can serve our food.
Food?
Everywhere we go, there's free food.
Go ahead, keep going, Joe.
Like chocolate bar.
Well, this cake, for example. Now, I wrap it up in my vomit bag, I take it back to the hotel, put it on ice, and in the morning, voila! Breakfast!
Okay.
No, I meant keep going with your
Put it on ice.
not your.
I wonder if
references.
anybody's at those authentic Mexican restaurants has just sat down, ordered water, eaten the free chips, and left. Because you haven't.
Sure
We know some
You-
people very
Well,
in very
I
close
used to have.
proximity to
I used
us.
to. I had a friend that would go to Chi-Chi's and get the free thing of chips, and eat a whole thing of them himself with the salsa, and then he would order the cheapest thing on the menu and take that in a to-go box for his next meal. So you got 2 meals for the price of one.
We can get some more chips around here.
That's giving the system there.
You know what I bet you he did? With his chips, he double dipped. Just like he did there.
When I worked at a restaurant,
Mom
not getting
did
too
that.
far off the beaten path, but when I worked at a restaurant, there was a man that came in that couldn't afford anything. And so he would make ketchup soup, which was, they'd ask him for a bowl of hot water, and then he would pour ketchup and salt and pepper, and then that was his soup. And so they would always give him like crackers and a piece of toast and stuff like that. They just give it to him free. Anyway,
Wow.
back
Wow,
to
that was so,
back
so generous of them.
yeah.
Back to Joe's segment here.
Can we give
So
them-
anyway, that I just thought that I think that's the biggest difference. I
chips.
like
What's the
sitting there.
difference?
I like sitting there and having warm, salty chips with
salsa.
I would prefer the salsa be a little bit more chunky.
Oh, okay.
See,
But-
that's where you lose me. I like the
We know.
ground up.
Well, you can have your
Yeah.
segment in a second.
And you
here.
get served, right? I mean,
Oh,
you get
you
served.
got
They
served.
they fill up your
Yep.
water glass at
And I
Taco
just-
Bell.
I
They
go
don't.
like this.
another round for the
Yep.
table.
Go another round.
So
Yeah.
anyway, that's I think that's the factor.
But you like Taco Bell, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I think everybody.
That's why I
does.
say he's torn.
Yeah. That's what I said. I said.
Who
the
doesn't
big
I'm
love
just saying
Taco
you
Bell?
like
Were
it
you
too,
listening?
right?
Do we need to rewind?
Yeah, play it back.
That's it.
Now, when you put down
And
a
that's
tip,
all I have to say
when you put
about
down
that.
a tip,
Yeah.
obviously the cost goes up by a fair amount. A
So
few
in other
bucks
words,
per
you're paying
person.
for the chips.
Kind of, I think, yeah.
This
the
is for the
service,
chips.
your Jim, yeah. Anyway, Drew.
It was good service.
Oh, Hudson?
You want to go back again and try?
One thing though.
Didn't like my answer.
So mom, she was trying to be real highbrow there, and she got a water, and then she said, and do you serve them with a lemon in them? She said, I'll have mine with a lemon. He came out and every one of them had a lemon in it. So it's
Limon.
It was like, Mom.
She speaks for all of us. That's what she.
But no, I'm saying that she even asked for all of us to have it. She asked for herself, but it came with it. It's like,
all right.
Come on, Mom.
Hudson?
Clean it up.
Taco Bell, I don't mind Taco Bell. I'm also the type that doesn't mind McDonald's, growing up having it. So those two are kind of in the same category to me.
Wait. You made that sound like you're the only one that grew up on McDonald's.
This is my
6
time
billion,
to answer.
sir.
You could have said, hey,
Joe,
I
you
grew
could
up.
have said that.
But no, guess what? This is my turn, so stay out of it.
Yep.
Okay?
I wish that would have pertained to mine then.
Growing up, we had McDonald's.
I think he's going to reclaim his time here, Joe.
I always liked McDonald's. I still do.
He grew up on
Taco Bell. I like Taco Bell.
No offense.
That's the truth.
That's the truth.
Yeah, if I had my choice, I'd go to Jose's, but I'm a creature of habit. I get steak nachos every time because it works.
How many times have you been to Jose's?
Yeah.
Probably at least 5 times.
Oh, okay.
There's one up in the Dells, right?
There's one up there is one up in the Dells
There's
now.
a lot of
There's
times.
one in Baraboo.
And they have a food truck that goes around.
They
At
sure
every
do.
place. At least one
I
food
did
truck.
have that one time.
Yeah.
That's 6
One
times.
time.
One
I've been there
time.
6 times. Yeah.
It's one time.
One time.
That was one time.
No, Larry.
All right, John.
I'll say authentic as well. I like the
Perfect.
chips. I like chips and salsa. I will say that there are some that have different kinds of chips that are maybe a little bit
Better.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's varying degrees of the chips. Sometimes they're really nice and warm and they have either lots of salt on them or you can tell they're kind of like a spice on them. That or they're
That's spicy.
maybe even like, I don't even know if they're considered house made or something like that, but those are good. But yeah, to have that and to be able to sit down and eat, that's kind of fun.
Can I just point one thing out that I'm really proud of,
Just
John?
say it, baby.
Is this your segment?
This is my podcast.
Yep.
One
His
thing
face is
that's
up there.
really nice about, I just wanted to thank you and bless you for being on mic. Your presence wasn't under
Yeah.
here.
My arms
It's
are
right here.
I'm not feeling so
No,
bad. The
I
warmer
know.
weather makes me feel
wow.
better.
No, but that
So
was
next week you'll be
Next
Your
week,
presence
tomorrow,
was-
I'm not looking
your
forward to
presence was
the
felt.
colder weather necessarily because they start to get a little more achy and sore. So
I think it was we used to go to Pedro's. I think. And it's not like we went. I think I went like a
right
couple
on the corner
times.
there by where Kohl's is. Remember, they had Pedro's right there, and you turn left.
that was Chi-Chi's, wasn't it?
No, that was Pedro's.
Okay.
okay.
He's
Well,
trying to tell you
Yeah.
where was it.
I was just letting you know.
That's
I
it?
was just
Okay.
saying we went there one
No,
time.
but
But
I
you were
think
gonna-
it was Pedro's that we went to. Didn't they have their own flour tortilla press?
You're right. They did.
A little conveyor
they'd be
belt.
some people making them in a little ball. And
I'm pretty sure that
flatten
it was
out.
kind of enough out in the open that
Yeah.
you could have, you wanted to,
Oh,
you could have
yeah.
just gone and picked one up.
Yeah.
Snapped one.
Yeah. That was neat. I forgot about that.
Yeah, not me.
throwing them around.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I've got a few notes here.
Oh wow.
So as far as going to a sit down authentic Mexican restaurant, I was surprised the first time I went to one many years ago. It wasn't spicy, not the base thing. But then my cousin Dennis told me when he came back from a trip to Mexico in 1976, and I can verify that because he brought this to me.
Oh wow.
See that scorpion?
You need me to
Little
show it to
scorpion.
them?
This just to authenticate my authentic message. My cousin Dennis went to Mexico and he said this. The reason it's not spicy is it's what you put on it. Because you put on the sauce, the different types of sauces, and that's as much spice as you want. Which we had like 3 different spices at Jose's. The sauces that you could put on. Habanero
It
sauce.
was Verde. It was a green sauce.
And Deshaun just soaks
Loaded
it like
up.
ketchup. He
Yeah.
just anyway. I thought about that, and then I also thought about the fact that I like ground beef in mine. And at authentic ones, now at Jose's you could get ground beef, but we've been to some where you could only get pork, chicken, or not ground beef, but beef.
Shredded beef.
Yeah, shredded
So
beef.
like
And I don't like that as
I had out
much.
of mine.
Shredded, yeah.
I don't like that as
I don't
much.
like it.
I like it.
So
I don't like it.
I don't like Taco
You
Bell.
like seasoned
Too
ground
much.
beef. right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm getting somewhere.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
that's
let's go
fine.
with you.
I'm
Get
getting
there.
somewhere with this. I'm thinking outside. I'm thinking out of the box because I don't like
Outside your box.
I don't like Taco Bell that much because of what it does to you, especially as you get older. And I don't
It doesn't
like
do anything
and
great for your young either.
I'm fine with Jose's, but it's expensive.
Yeah, true.
But home,
That's where you make it.
where Mama makes really good burritos with sauce and the right kind of my ground beef that I grew up and we've liked, and you can put all the fixings and stuff. Now it's a lot of work.
True.
To making burritos, it's a lot of work.
biggest
But you
cleanup
get
ever.
your ground beef the way you like it, and you also make it as spicy, and it's less expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's what I like.
And you
I
can
like
pick
it.
too.
Guess what?
And
That's
you can get that
Todd's-
enchilada sauce on
That's
there
Todd's
too.
authentic
And
Mexican
chicken
restaurant.
enchilada.
Yeah.
Enchilada.
They
The
should
cleanup,
start-
the
you should
cleanup
start
afterwards
Todd's
is
Mexican.
tough.
I think it's
Authentic
worth
restaurant.
the. I think it's worth going out after with having no.
Well,
other
that's
cleanup.
true, and for Mom especially if she has to do it. Oh, you guys all help clean up.
You guys were trying to take
think
pictures
she
of
makes
certain
everything in a
places
different
and
bowl.
stuff like that there.
gonna be a big
Didn't you have some videos and stuff you guys took videos of or something?
Us cleaning
of
up?
all of us? No. At
Oh,
Jose's.
yeah.
Hopefully that translates well. Sometimes when Dad takes videos on his phone and sends it
He's on
to
Mom's
phone.
close.
to our phones,
All of us.
Yeah,
was
to
on
our
Mom's
phones.
phone.
It's
Mom's phone.
Was it with Mom's phone?
It was.
Yeah,
Oh, perfect. It'll be great
4
for
feet
you
away
guys.
from us.
yeah. Let's play that.
We'll have to play
What
that.
kind
for
of
them.
what video? I didn't realize you said
Dad
we
went
were on
to
the
the
table
table
for
for
like
like
a
a minute
minute
and a
and a
half.
Oh, that's right.
Did you sign off?
I don't think I did.
Well, you could
My image
we
and
could have that
likeness.
next week. It's not a problem. We can come right back to it.
Damon can. we
But
can just
I
send it
wouldn't
to
mind
him.
reacting to it. Can't we react to it?
No.
If we can't, that's fine.
We can't.
That's fine. We'll figure this out on the
It's
back
not a
end.
question of whether we can or can't.
back.
We can.
I don't know why
Back
we
show.
react to it.
Yeah.
You don't
I
want to
just
react
like to
to it.
show people.
Okay. All right.
We're going to react to some of the
Overruled, see?
questions next week that people answered for us.
Yep.
So,
We're gonna be spending most of the time doing that.
yeah. So, anyway, thanks for joining us for episode 54. Next week is 55 because 54 always comes before 55.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know. Will we be having a interview next week?
Well, isn't it Loaded Scotty? Is he gonna
Chamber
be-
chat?
Yep, chamber chat.
And we got somebody else in the works as well.
We've got John Traeger on the line. We've got Bob Dodsworth from the Mesohistorical Society because it's cataract surgery. He should be.
On the upswing.
We've got Jared Brunner,
Yep.
who's a buddy of yours and ours,
Cousin
and
of
Jamie
Lucy, who was
Lucy,
on the
and a
podcast.
cancer survivor. He's going to come and join us. And Jim Schrader.
Yeah.
Nice.
Was at
Music
vacation.
Conservancy.
Yep, Music
Yeah.
Conservancy.
Is he part of staff infection?
All that and more.
Yes.
He is.
All that and more coming up
Well,
on the original
and
father-son
we'll
voiceover
tease this
podcast.
for a 2nd.
Uh-huh.
Tease one little. We have potentially in the works
Potentially.
a new Roy
Oh.
from Elroy
Yeah.
song
We're going to be working on
Yeah.
it
Yep.
in the studio.
Yep.
in the lab.
We got to go to
I think
go to
it's
the
a
studio.
We're
collaboration.
doing some lab work.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
feature.
good
Who's
point.
it featuring?
Me.
Probably
all of
Drew
us.
again.
We'll just
DJ Drew.
We'll just see. We'll have to see. It's gonna be good.
Yep, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you next Wednesday.